Hey guys, Kev here, and I am going to do a quick disassembly of the Kansept Pelican EDC here. I've had this guy for a few weeks now, and I really do like this knife. It came in hot. I really loved it when I first got it, carried it a lot. And you know how it goes for me, guys. I get a lot of knives, so it came out of pocket after a week, and I haven't really thought about it much since then. It doesn't really mean anything about the knife. I still love it. I still think it's really cool. One thing has bothered me a bit on it, and that is the centering. You can see I have it pretty much centered dead on right now, but to do that, I had to sacrifice some blade wiggle, and you know me, guys, I want a tight pivot and good action. This thing drops really nicely like this, but if I tighten it up, one, the centering is off, and two, the action kind of dies down a little bit. It's still good, but it's not like this. So I'm going to see if maybe I can take it apart again. I did that before, but not on camera. Maybe I'll have skiff bearings for it laying around. I have more on the way. I'm guessing this is going to be the same size as like the F5.5s up there. You see my collection right there. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with this. So I'm going to take a look at it, and we'll go from there. I have my handy dandy Brian Brown Knives Vulcan bit driver here. I think my new one's coming today. The one from Scout Leather Co. Again, I've explained multiple times, I would have, goddamn, freaking spinning pivot. Why? What in God's green earth? Is it just like, I don't know, somebody out there tell me if you're into manufacturing or something, is it easy to do a spinning pivot? Is that why everybody freaking does it now? Or still does it? Like, I absolutely hate it. Just key the damn pivot. Give me that D-shape stuff, you know? Like, what is the deal with it? All right, the pivot's coming out the other side here, so I guess we're going in from this side. I need to get one of those mats that has, like, the little slots and stuff, but I just haven't gotten around to that. I'm not made of money, even though sometimes I feel like it seems like I am. My wife doesn't know I'm made of money, but anyway. So, one thing I wanted to talk about with you guys, just kind of throwing an idea out there, even though it's already decided. But Kyle, DTOM Knives and Gear, and myself, we are very good friends, along with Jake from Bearded Gear. And Jake recently started his podcast, and it's going great. He loves it. And I've been thinking about it, doing a podcast or something like it for a while, even before Jake started his. So I'm not trying to steal his idea, but he did it first, so whatever. But Kyle and I think, are going to start one. Not necessarily a podcast, but we were thinking we would do, like, lives. And we'll record them, and then we'll probably release them like podcasts. But it's still a little bit different, right? Am I missing a bearing? What the hell is going on? Oh, there it is. These may be different, so I might have bearings for this. Maybe. I don't know. I'm blind, so I don't know how big these are. But anyway, yeah, Kyle and I were thinking of doing a live. Maybe every couple weeks we'll go on a weekend night, drink some beers, just bullshit. That's literally what I want to do. I want to just talk and fuck around and have fun. And if you guys want to join us, and we can all joke around, you know, I'm sure there's a way to have other people come in, so we can, you know, have you guys jump on, and you could have a beer with us or whatever. I don't know. And we'll just talk knives and talk shit and have fun like we do. Like Kyle, I, and Jake, we chat all day and we bullshit and we have fun. And I figure, why not bring other people into that? It'd be kind of cool. and then we can release those as episodes or whatever. And we'll do it every couple weeks. Probably try to sneak a giveaway in when we can. So we're going to test that out this weekend. We're going to give it a shot. I don't think we're going to announce it or anything. Just going to see how it goes. And then if everything goes well, you know, the next week or 2 weeks later, we'll do the first one, like the real one. So let me know in the comments, guys, if you guys are into that. I don't know when I'll post this, so it may have already happened by then. But I just want to get a little feedback on that. And I always appreciate, you know, your guys' feedback. So let me know. Anyway, we are talking about the Kansept Pelican here, and I can't tell what size these bearings are. I'm thinking they're the same. Now that I'm really looking at them, I think they're the same little guys. Yeah. I think these are the same little guys as all the others. The 5mm 1/16. These are different, right? Yeah. They look to be, yeah, this size, right? Can you see that? Oh, yeah, there you go. Sorry, Siri kicked in or something. Yeah, it's this size, and sadly, I don't have any more of those in the skiff bearings, just because I've used them all. I wonder if I try... See, my worry is these are kind of nice looking, and I'm worried if I swap them, it's just going to make things worse, but you never know until you know, right? Would these fit? I don't think so. No. Alright, you know what? Let's just go for it. Oh, okay. I only need 2, guys. Calm down. And at this point, guys, I have no idea what bearings go to what knife anymore. If I put skiffs in my knife, then I just am happy with that if it works, and I don't keep too much of a record. I just know what size fits what. So it could get interesting if I ever have to put all these back together. Yeah, so let's try it. Nothing else in here seems like off or anything. And I already did my first impressions on this knife, I believe. And I really like it. I've talked about that. It's a cool knife. It's very ergonomic. It's very comfortable. It has good action. I just, you know, I hate when you don't get... when you don't get good action without blade play, it just bothers me, and it's becoming a theme, guys. It's a pattern that Kansept Knives does this. That they have good action, but then there's a little play, or the centering is coming loose, or whatever. Like, it's just a pattern at this point. So I don't know. I don't necessarily love their manufacturing. Like, I like it. I think they do good work. Look, it's a steel pivot screw there. I would have expected titanium, but whatever. Because it looks anodized, right? I'm just going to see if these work. There's also a bit of... Let me back up. There's also a bit of... oh, crap. I just lost my train of thought there. Oh, lock stick. There's a bit of lock stick on this, but it doesn't really bother me because it's more of a sound than an actual, like, mechanical issue, if that makes sense. It doesn't, like, hinder you at all, or it's hard to explain. But so let's see here. We are way off center. I'm trying to use my finger for pressure, but it's not working. Okay. This was the side the screw came out of, right? So I'm going to do this, hold the pivot here. What I'm trying to do is get the centering right. So you'll see here that centering, let me look at it off camera. Yeah, see, it's off to the clip side, just a C hair. And let me see how tight it is. Yeah, there's still a tiny bit of play. action is still good, but the problem is, in order to get the centering good, so like watch. God damn. I hate these spinning pivots, guys. They're going to be the end of me. Just turn it off a little. So I just backed off a little bit. And it's coming more true there, right? So we're more centered here. But now, we're back to right where we were. This is where we started, guys. So now it's even off to the clip. Yeah, the clip side. Oh, so it's still not even coming out. Jeez. I just want to prove my point that I can get this centered, but it's just not going to be... There's just going to be play, and there's no point to that. Still off. Jeez. I backed off a good bit here. There we go. There we go. It's pretty much dead centered. And we got a lot of wiggle waggle here, guys. So, and I think the action was better on the nylon there. So, real quick, let me put those back in. Then we'll get it trued up. I mean, we'll get it to where we have good action and limited play. And we'll have to just deal with the centering, I guess. I mean, I don't know. The only other option I have, guys, is to Loctite it. I'll feel more comfortable about it being slightly, like having slight blade play. Because I want it to be centered. That's a thing. You know, like I can't carry a knife that's off center. I just can't do it. I'm thinking that if I get skiff bearings in this guy, it'll probably be fine. Like, they seem to be just the slightest bit thicker. And I'm guessing that they would probably make it to where there's no blade play. And it might get centered. Like, skiff bearings are amazing, guys. They just make everything better. They don't necessarily make your action better. Like, a lot of people think, I thought, I'll be honest, that just putting on skiff bearings was going to make my knives drop shut. But it just makes the bearings smoother. Like, what was maybe a little bit gritty now is very smooth and buttery. But if you have issues with your pivot, or you have issues with your stop pin being a little off, or the detent ball, or the pressure on the lock bars too tight, or whatever, all those things contribute to action. So, like, just replacing bearings doesn't magically make it where you're gonna have a drop shut knife. And I kind of did think that would happen. Because I kept hearing how amazing they were, and then I talked to my buddy MB Wild. I've talked about him before. Really good dude on Instagram to chat with if you want to know anything about knives, or talk intellectually about knives and how they function and use cases and stuff like that. He's really, really fun to talk to. And he kind of explained that to me. He's like, dude, it's not going to like magically become an Arius because you put skiff bearings in there. It's like, oh, really? Damn it. I thought it would. Oh, God. Okay. Back to the spinning pivot. And let's get her done. We'll get her unstraightened. See, we're off to the clip side again, but we have no play, and we have really good action. So I'm going to leave it like this. I don't want play, and I'd rather have bad centering. It's not rubbing or anything. I just hate it, guys. I can't stand freaking knives that are off center. I mean, that is the one goddamn thing you could get right out of the factory, right? There's no way in God's green earth somebody shipped this knife and looked at it and said, oh, look, it's off center. Great, let's send it. they did that. I mean, they looked at it, or it was centered and there was blade play, and they felt that. I mean, unless they're not sitting there like QC checking their knives, which is bullshit in my opinion. So I just think this knife shouldn't have been shipped this way. I should not have received this knife in this condition. It's plain and simple, that's how I feel. So yes, this is a cool knife, guys. I really like the Pelican EDC here. I love the Poon spoon. I love the ergonomics. I love the cutting ability. I love the design. I love the color schemes. I love the clip. I love the action on it. I love pretty much everything about this knife. But yet, I will not be carrying it because of this. I can't. It's just going to eat away at my soul, minute by minute. As long as this knife is in my pocket, as long as this knife is in my knife case, it's going to eat at my soul. So, I don't know. I might reach out to Kansept because this is really bothering me now. But that's me, guys. I'm OCD like that. I'm a pain in the ass. You know that by now. So, anyway, that is the Kansept Pelican EDC disassembly here. It was real quick. I mean, I snuck that under 16 minutes. So, anyway, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will catch you later.